Today I want to solve two different problems or the molarity questions. So what is the molarity of 95% of sulfuric acid, and which is very common exam problem in chemistry. And we know the density of the sulfuric acid, which is 1.84 gram per centimeter cube, and molar mass of the sulfuric acid is 98.079 gram per mole. We know these two. If you don't know how to calculate the molar mass, you can watch the video, appears in the corner. And firstly, what does it mean 95% of sulfuric acid? So assume you have a solution, a sulfuric acid solution, and this is 95%, and you have 100 gram of this solution. This means that 95 over 100 and 95 gram of H2SO4, and this solution is 100 gram. So this is solution and this is the H2O. Both of them is gram. Okay. And firstly, I have to calculate the mole of the H2SO4 in the solution. And I have to know the volume of this H2SO4 solution. I have to know this since molarity is N over V. So mole over liter. So I want to calculate molarity of H2SO4, and I can do that since I know that I have 95 gram of the molar mass, number of so we have 95 gram of the H2SO4, and I have to calculate its molarity, and molar mass of the H2SO4 is 98.079 gram per mole. So grams will cancel each other and mole will come here, and I will calculate its mole. 95 over 98079. So it is 0.9676 mole. I know the mole of the H2SO4. Okay, good. And I have to calculate the volume of the solution. I know I have 100 gram of the solution, and I know its density, which is 1.840 gram per milliliter or gram per centimeter cube. So centimeter cube equals to milliliter, so there is no issue here. And I know that 1 liter equals to 1000 milliliter. I want to answer in terms of liter. So milliliters will cancel each other, grams will cancel each other, and if I calculate these numbers, 100 over 1.40 divided by 1000, 0.05434 liters. So I know the volume and I know the mole right now. This is the mole, this is the volume, and molarity equals to mole over liter. We have 0.9686 mole, and total volume is 0.054348 liters. So this is 17.722 mole. However, we have to be careful right now, since in the question we have two significant figures here. So we can only use two significant figures, and the answer should be two significant figures. So the correct number should be 18 molar. So 95% of H2SO4 is 18 molar. And in question 1b, how can we prepare 1 molar of H2SO4 solution by using 95% of H2SO4 solution? And the common formula is M1 times V1 should be equal to M2 times V2. We know that our solution is 18 molar, and the question doesn't mean about the volume. Let's say 100 milliliter. I want to prepare 100 milliliter of 1 molar of H2SO4 solution, and I don't know how much liters should I need from the concentrated H2SO4 solution. So I will write Vx. I don't know the volume of that solution that I have to use. Okay, this is unknown. And we will use 1 molar of solution, and V2 should be 0.1 liter, since 100 milliliter equals to 0.1 liter. And Vx will be equal 1 times 0.1 over 18 molar. This is molar, this is liter. Molar will cancel each other, and we will make the calculation, and it is equals to 0.0055 liters. So I want to convert to the milliliter. And it is simply 1000 milliliter equals to 1 liter. Liters will cancel each other, and we need 5.55 milliliter of H2SO4. How can we prepare 100 milliliter of solution? Firstly, we have to use a volumetric flask to measure the volume precisely. And volumetric flask something like this. This is exactly 100 milliliter. First, we have to put water. So green is water, around maybe 50 milliliter. Then we measure the volume of the, by the way, this is milliliter, volume of the H2SO4. We will put the H2SO4. We have to mix it. We will mix this solution, okay, or shake. Then we will put water when the volume becomes 100 milliliters, and we close the lid, and this will be our solution. In the second question, I want to calculate the molarity of the acetic acid, and we have 99.99% of acetic acid. So this means that 99.99 gram of acetic acid in 100 gram of the solution. So that they are nearly equal to each other. But firstly, again, I want to calculate its molarity, which is mole over liter, right? So I want to calculate the mole of the acetic acid. To do that, I again assume that I have 100 gram of acetic acid solution. This is 99.99%. And acetic acid has 99.99 gram, and molar mass of the acetic acid is this. So we have to divide this number and we have to calculate it. 99.99 over 60, 0.52, which is 1.665 mole. And secondly, I have to calculate its volume of our solution, and it is 100 gram. And density is given in the question, which is 1.06 gram per centimeter cube or milliliter. You can use milliliter, same thing. I want to convert it to the liter. And milliliters will cancel each other, grams will cancel each other, and the unit will be liter at the end of this calculation. 100 over 1.06 over 1000, 0.09434 liter. So molarity of the acetic acid is equal to mole over volume, units mole and liter, and I know it's small, right? 1.665 over 0.04. 0.09434 over 1.665 over 0.09434, and this is 17.65 molar. Again, I want to check the significant figures. So we know the density with 3 significant figures. We have 3 significant figures here. So I want to use 3 significant figures. The correct answer should be 17.7 molar. And thank you for your attention. These are very common questions in general chemistry exams.